Welcome to the Successful Woman Radio Show, the premier podcast of womenaboutbiz.net, a faith-filled business network helping you to build your empire and become the queen God meant for you to be. Hello, I'm your host, Queen Trina, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. Now, for those of you that are new to the show, know that Successful Woman Radio, again, is all about helping you to build your empire by providing you with resources, tools, and information every single Monday from 12 noon Eastern to 12:30 Eastern. So again, mark your calendar, set it on recurring for 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern time so that you don't miss another live episode of Successful Woman Radio. Now, for those of you that are new to the show, our theme at Women About Biz this year is Grow Like a Queen. Again, grow like a queen. Think bigger, build systems, and increase your income. Throughout the year, we will focus on helping you and other women entrepreneurs grow their businesses with intention, structure, and confidence. As we continue on during this month of March 2026, our focus is going to be on organizing your business to grow all this month. Now, one of the biggest obstacles to business growth is often disorganization. When your business is not organized, it becomes difficult to follow up, manage opportunities, and even move forward on a consistent level. So, to help you with that and to continue on, our featured topic today is organizing your leads, your clients, and your opportunities. Three very important things that is all about business, right? It's not enough to generate leads. It's about what you do with them after they come into your pipeline. So before we get started, as always, let us start with prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for another opportunity to grow, learn, and build the visions that you have placed in our hearts. Lord, I pray for every queen listening today. Give her clarity, wisdom, and discipline as she works to build her empire. Help her to manage the opportunities that come into her business with wisdom and organization. Help her not to overlook or lose what you have already placed in her hands. Bless the work of her hands, O Lord, and guide her steps as she continues to grow and serve others through her business. Lord, we ask for special prayers for all those women who are experiencing financial difficulties or challenges in their businesses. Strengthen them, O Lord, guide them, and help them to move forward with faith and action. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. I'm so very, very excited about all of you being on the show today. I want to remind you of our scripture for the month. It's Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. And so, yes, growing your business, organizing your business, structuring your business is going to require some commitment on your end, but it is going to help you with your thoughts and your focus and how you're doing things. So definitely hold dear to Proverbs 16:3. Read it every day as you are working to grow your business through structure. Very, very important. Well, our theme again all this March is organize your business for growth. And of course, when our businesses lack structure, it becomes harder to stay consistent, follow up with those opportunities, and make progress towards our goals. So if this is something that resonates with you, if you know that you need to become better structured, if you know that you need to become organized, then hopefully you have already tapped into the podcast for this month so far. But if you haven't, you can go to successfulwomanradio.com and listen to our previous broadcast and get caught up, okay? And today we're going to be talking about how to organize those leads and clients. Before that, though, we have something very special to share with you, and that is our 5 questions of business leadership. Now, these questions were designed to strengthen your CEO skills and help you become proactive instead of reactive. So let's start with question number one. Question number one is, will I commit to preparing my mind for greatness each morning this week? Now, this is a technique that I've been using for a long time. It works. That's all I can tell you. That's all you need to know about it, is that it actually works, right? So it is all about combining the process of using 5 techniques, which include prayer, self-belief, customized affirmations, personal power, and unshakable faith. Now, when all 5 of those powers are put together, something quite amazing happens, right? So let's go over these 5 right quick, right? Prayer. So, with prayer, the big thing that you need to understand is that before your feet hit the ground every day, not only should you be thanking God for waking you up, right? But you should go into prayer for your business, for your day, for all of those things that you are concerned about. But most importantly, as it pertains to business, you should let God know, God, this is what I want to do today. This is how I want to be. This is what I am asking your help with, Lord. And I trust, Lord, and I have faith in you, Lord. And so, again, that prayer is a powerful thing. Number 2 is self-belief. Now, we're talking about the 5 techniques to prepare your mind for greatness. Self-belief is number 2. And of course, as you know, when you believe in yourself, action will always be the end result. You're taking action, you're moving forward. And so self-belief is very important. Number 3, customized affirmations. Yes, we can get motivated by a lot of people, and it's okay to read and get inspired by others who are out there doing it and making it happen. That's the norm. Yes, we should be tapping into their wisdom. But when we're talking about customized affirmations, what we're talking about is tapping into your own power, right? We're talking about you creating your own customized affirmations based on what it is that you want to deal with that day, on each and every day, right? Some days you may want a customized affirmation to help you with procrastination, and then some days you need a customized affirmation to help you to start saying no to a lot of activities that are causing you to get off focus with your business. And then some days you need a customized affirmation for belief in you, right? So there are different types of customized affirmation. And I tell you, I have a notebook full of different types of affirmations that are categorized, because what I've come to understand is that over the years, you're going to develop a lot of affirmations that are going to help you. And many of them you might be able to use in your own business. If you are a coach or a consultant, or you want to encourage someone, you'll be able to use those affirmations to inspire others as well. Number 4, in the 5 techniques to help you with preparing your mind for greatness, is personal power. Now, this personal power is a gift from God. God is putting in you the power to take action, to do things, right? And so again, this is a gift he's giving you. And so you don't want to take that gift lightly. There are a lot of people out there who can't talk, who can't hear, who are no longer able to walk, who are no longer able to do the things that they used to do. And so you can't take personal power for granted, right? Personal power, one day there's a time where you might not be able to take advantage of your personal power, right? Or your whole mental faculties you may not be able to take advantage of. So this is why you must use your personal power that God has given you. And again, what that is the ability to take action, the ability to have that faith, the ability to have that self-belief to make things happen in your life through the Lord. That is what this is all about. And last but not least, of the 5 techniques to prepare your mind for greatness, is the most powerful of all, and that is unshakable faith, right? Unshakable faith is that level of belief so deeply rooted within you that it compels you to take swift and immediate action on all that you do, right? And when these 5 principles, these 5 techniques are combined together. They're going to help you to stay strengthened and guarded against anything that does not enhance your life or your business. So very important. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 in the 5 questions of business leadership is, am I being the CEO of my business? Well, it's time for you to reflect on whether your business aligns with your passions, but you also must reflect on whether or not you're making that money, right? Whether you are being financially sustainable. That means that your business is consistently bringing in a cash flow. That's very important, right? And so you've got to consider how you can enhance your profits without compromising the aspects of your vision and of being that woman of faith that God has created in you. Number 3, how can I strengthen my online presence and marketing strategies? This one is very important to building your business. You've got to learn to access your current online presence, including your mailing list, your website, your social media platforms, and your marketing strategies. You know, visibility is so essential for business growth. And so you must consider ways to connect with your target market or your audience, also through videos, free offers, and yes, even interviews, right? So video is quite important these days when it comes to really putting yourself out there and getting seen, getting heard. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is, am I prioritizing self-care and well-being during my entrepreneurial journey? That means as you go from day to day, are you making sure that you have scheduled self-care along the journey, right? Because running a business can be demanding, and self-care is often overlooked most of the time, especially with women. So you've got to make sure you're protecting your time, your energy, your mental well-being, so you can continue to operate your business effectively and generate that income. And last but not least, number 5 is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's my belief level? So very important. Remember, your belief level is tied directly to your actions. If you truly believe your goals are achievable, your actions are going to reflect that belief, right? So this is not anyone else judging you. This is all about the proof is in the pudding, right? This is all about, if your belief level is where it should be, you're going to see yourself moving forward. You're going to see yourself taking action. You're going to see yourself setting your goals. You're going to see yourself reaching out to others for help if you don't understand something. You're going to see that unshakable faith, that level of belief so deeply rooted, it compels you to take swift and immediate action. You're going to see that. So, my queens, my sisters, it's time for you to prepare your mind for greatness every single morning and even throughout the day, especially during challenging times. You want to prepare your mind for greatness, and you want to also take a look at the things that we've talked about in the 5 questions of business leadership, right? You want to commit to that, preparing your mind for greatness. You want to be the CEO your business needs, and you want to make sure that you're strengthening your online presence and your marketing strategies, right? And you are prioritizing your self-care every day. You're putting it in the calendar. You're taking some action towards your self-care, whether it's exercise, whether it's mental motivation, whatever it may be. And then on number 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, you want to ask yourself, what's my belief level today? What is it today? Is it in place? Is it where it needs to be, so that I can use my personal power and all those things within preparing my mind for greatness? I can put it into action because I am together. I have unshakable faith. I am doing what I need to do to be the queen of my empire and the CEO of my business. We're going to go ahead right now, and we're going to move right into the featured topic, organizing your leads, clients, and opportunities. Now, leads are the lifeblood of any business, yet many entrepreneurs lose potential clients because they do not have a system for tracking opportunities. I am one of those people that can give you multiple testimonials on this whole process right here of having people that are interested in your business, but you don't have a way to track the opportunities, right? I remember one time someone called me to ask questions about what Women About Biz could offer, and they were explaining the issues that they were having. And I was so excited. Now this is quite a long time ago, but this is what caused me to really be an even better coach. I was so excited that I was talking to the person that I just kept talking to them. And guess what? I didn't get their name, their phone number, or their email. I didn't get any contact information. But I started talking from a consulting standpoint. And before I knew it, not only had I given the bank away, but I had not asked them all the right questions so that I could follow up with them. And that is one of the things that caused me to create a client intake form so that when someone is interested in what I have, I created a form that I can get that information, and I have it right here on my desk in front of me. But guess what? I've also automated that system as well so that when someone clicks on the link for a free coaching session, and we call it Power Talk, that it's going to ask them all of those questions as well so that I can properly follow up with that individual. But I wanted to give you that quick testimonial because, for the life of me, I couldn't remember the person's name. And see, this is what I'm saying. We're not going to be remembering everything someone says to us when they're talking to us. We might think that that's possible, but it's not always possible. So again, leads are the lifeblood of our business, and we must develop a system, a structure for all of that to pour into. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips to stay organized. Okay. 5 tips to stay organized. And they include capture your lead, every lead that comes into you. The next tip is track your leads in one place. Tip 3 is follow up consistently. You've got to create that system. Tip 4, separate leads, clients, and opportunities, right? And tip 5, create a system you will actually use. So let's go ahead and start with tip number 1, capture every lead. Listen, if you are in business, whether you're selling a service or a product or a combination of the two, hey, you've got to be able to capture that lead. If you have a service business of some kind, normally to generate leads, you're going to come up with creative ways to get people in front of you, whether that is a free consultation or some type of big discount or whatever it is. Okay. But if you're not capturing your leads, you're leaving your business growth up to memory. Remember that testimonial I gave about I was talking to someone and was so excited that someone was calling me about my services. I forgot. By the end of the conversation, I had given her probably all the information she needed, but I forgot to get her name, her phone number, her email. I had no way of getting in touch with that individual. So again, this is why you have to have something to capture those leads. And I'll be giving you a couple of recommendations, okay? Just a moment. Let's go ahead and look at tip number 2, okay? Tip number 2 is track your leads in one place. That means you only should have one system, right? You don't need multiple systems to be tracking your leads, but you need one good solid system. Okay. And so a lot of the times the problems that business women have is that their leads are scattered all over the place. Some of your leads are in text messages where someone's texting you that they're interested in something. Some are in your social media inbox, whether that's Facebook, LinkedIn, X, whatever the social media platform you use. Some is in your inbox and some is in your email, right? And we all know that a lot of business women don't even check their email every day to see what's going on. And so you, in the midst of maybe hundreds of emails that you have received, in the midst of that is someone asking you about your business, right? And then some of your leads are going to be written down on paper. Maybe you were at a networking event, maybe you were at a conference, maybe it was in passing at a restaurant during lunch. It could have been different environments that you might have been in, but somebody connected with you and was interested in what you had. And so therefore you wrote down their information on a piece of paper and probably made a promise to them that you were going to get back with them. So guess what? Unfortunately, this scattering of leads happens all the time. And this is something as a businesswoman, as you're learning to build your empire, this is something that has to stop. Okay. So let's move on to tip number 3, follow up consistently. So there are 3 things I need you to hear very clearly. Many sales are lost simply because there was no follow up. That's number 1 that I want you to hear. And you need to understand that. I think a lot of business women put too much emotion into their response, their lack of response from a potential client. They put too much emotion into it, and if the person doesn't respond when they want them to, then they get their feelings hurt, and the next thing you know, they're removing that person from their contact list, and they're acting some kind of way when that's just not the case. Okay, you need to understand that people are living life, and life takes them into different paths and different directions. So you need to stay in front of a prospect or a lead for at least 7 to 12 times. Okay. That's important for you to know and understand. And yes, that's quite a lot, right? But remember, they're getting hundreds or even thousands of pieces of information pushed in front of them in so many different ways. And so you have got to make sure that you have a system that is going to stay in front of them and make sure that you follow up. And so your follow-up process may be a combination of sending out emails, a phone call. It may be a combination of different things. The second thing I need you to know about following up consistently is just because someone does not respond right away does not mean they are not interested in what you have. Okay. They are very interested in what you have, more than likely. But this is why you want to send out emails that contain value. And that value might be a free worksheet, a free checklist. It might be a free video for them to watch. And the third thing that I need you to understand about following up consistently is that you definitely need to create a simple funnel system that will automate the process for you, right? While there's nothing wrong with a manual system in the beginning if you're on a tight budget, these days, and I can certainly tell you through Google Workspace, which I am an avid Google girl, but through Google Workspace, you can pretty much run your whole business through automation just using Google Workspace. Okay. And if anybody is interested in that, of course, you can connect with me. But here's the thing. A funnel system is simply saying that from the time someone connects with me, either they clicked a link or they told me personally or someone refers them, but from the time they connect with me until the desired result that I would like to have with that individual, what should happen in between those 2 points? What should happen? That we call that a funnel system. Okay. And that whole process could be automated for you. Your funnel system, a simple funnel system could be someone clicked on a link, they completed a form, and then that form enters their information into your contact management system, right? And then that signal a series of emails to start going out maybe every other day or so, leading to that person clicking a link and either purchasing or signing up for a free consultation or what have you. But you've got them to a point to where they're ready to go ahead and take action with you, right? The desired results that you're looking for. So again, that's what that funnel system is all about. And it can be automated. And I don't want you to feel like, well, I don't know if I have the money now for a funnel system or automated system. What I'm saying to you is that through Women About Biz and our Crown Club, we can show you how to easily put something together where you don't even have to pay monthly subscription fees, right? And so again, the key here is having that unshakable faith in yourself and taking that action that you need to take. Here's tip 4. Organize your leads, your clients, and your opportunities, right? Again, that's what we're talking about all today. Organizing your contacts by category helps you to stay clear on where each person is in their business. Okay, so here's an example how you might break that down. You may have a list that's new client leads, right? Anybody that's new, and they're just now being exposed to who you are and what you do. You can have a list as active clients, meaning they just purchased something from you or purchased something within the last year, and so you consider them active clients. And so you want to create a series of emails that are always going out to them. They just automatically get the e-newsletter, right? And then you've got past clients who you haven't heard from in a long time. Maybe they haven't been clicking the links, or they don't open their emails anymore. So you want to find out why with that. And if you've segmented those past clients, you can really dig deep to find out why they are past clients and not active necessarily. And then last, here's another example, is you can have a list that's called potential opportunities, right? And again, that's individuals that might be interested in collaborating with you, individuals that might be interested in becoming an affiliate to share your product or service with other people. So again, these are all examples: new leads, active clients, past clients, potential opportunities. These are examples of how you can segment the different contacts coming into your system. Okay. And lastly is tip number 5, as we discuss organizing your leads, your clients, and your opportunities. Create a simple system. There's no need for you to get complex or complicated. And most of the women that listen to Successful Woman Radio are solopreneurs, meaning they are working by themselves and oftentimes doing multiple tasks. And so it's important for you as a solopreneur to create a simple system. Don't complicate the system. So here are 3 ways that you can actually start tracking your leads, your clients, and your opportunities. Okay, so the first way is a rarely well, I'm going to say rarely. The first way is a simple way. The most simple is a customized notebook. So you buy yourself a 3-ring notebook, right? And then from the 3-ring notebook, you create also a tracking form. And when you create that tracking form, you're going to have all of the information on that form that you would take from that client. And so then you can have different sections in the notebooks to categorize different types of contacts. And then you can put in your calendar when you want to follow up with that person. Now, that is manual, and depending on what you do, it can cause a lot of work for you. But if you're feeling like you're old school and you still want to have your hands on it, then the customized tracking notebook might help you for a little bit, right? But when you're growing your business, and if there's an opportunity to do it right the first time, then you can move on up with Google Workspace and use their Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel spreadsheets if you're Microsoft. And you can actually tell AI, and I know for a fact in Google Sheets, you can tell AI to create you a tracking spreadsheet to keep up with your contacts and connect it with your Google Forms. And it will give you the instructions on how to connect it with your Google Form, but also it will actually right in front of you build out the spreadsheet for you. Isn't that incredible? I'm not sure if Excel has the same capabilities, but I believe that it does through AI, right? And last but not least, you can move it up one step further, and you could do a CRM, which stands for Customer Relations Manager. You can have a CRM system. Now, today's CRM system does more than just give you contact management. It's pretty robust, right? In today's CRM, you can email all of your contacts that are in the system. You can segment into different categories. You can create landing pages for customers to land on. You can also do email campaigns, and you can also automate and do different triggers, set up funnels. So there's a lot of things that you can do through a CRM system these days, right? And they range in price. They range in price from like $20 all the way up to hundreds of dollars. It just depends. But don't overload your mind with that, because I've got a really good CRM system I'm going to recommend to you. And guess what? They have a lifetime free version that's really good. Okay. And the one thing I like about it is that it also integrates with your Google account. So it really can, you can really set up some really wonderful automation with it. And it can really solve a lot of issues, because because I'm talking about no other than capsulecrm.com. Again, capsulecrm.com, a really great contact management system or a customer relations manager system where you can email, you can pull up your contact and have different notes. You can create tasks. You can create pipelines and automations and all kinds of things with the CRM. So again, capsulecrm.com. Visit, check it out, sign up for the free account and try it out, right? Very important. So there you have it. You have 5 tips to really help you with organizing your leads, your clients, and your opportunities. But I guess, the big thing that you truly need to understand about this whole process, okay, is that many businesswomen believe that once they get a lead coming in, the job is done, but that's not true. And so again, I want to press upon you is that if you do not have a system in place to track, manage, and follow up with your leads, they're going to slip through the cracks. Yes, they are. Okay. Because you might have had many people already that have shown interest in what you have to offer. Of course, you may have asked all of the wrong questions, but because there was no system in place, it was a lost opportunity, right? And again, I want you to just keep in mind, this is why organization is so very, very important, right? And so again, I want you guys to be thinking about these 5 tips, thinking about how you are bringing in your leads and how you are turning your leads into prospects and your prospects into paying customers or clients. So very, very important. Okay. So we've had a great time talking about organizing leads, clients, and opportunities. I want to just give a couple announcements here. Don't forget that our goal is to have a prize going on at Successful Woman Radio. We want to make it weekly, but everybody is still getting used to entering their names and not forgetting that. So we're giving it a little bit of time to catch on. Okay. But remember, we are going to be offering prizes every Monday, okay, moving forward. So it's important that if you want to be a part of winning the prize, possibly, then you've got to enter your name into the prize wheel. And so how you do that is you go to successfulwomanradio.com and click on prize wheel and select prize entry and just quickly put your name and information in there and you'll be entered automatically. Okay. So the next week's prize is going to be the Canva templates. Okay. Everybody can use more Canva business templates. They're designed to help you save time. There will be templates on business flyers, marketing flyers, worksheet templates, all types of templates. So again, Canva business templates, definitely something that you can put to use. I also want to talk to you a minute about our Crown Club, which is so very important, right? Our Crown Club provides you with business coaching, tools, resources, and faith-filled inspiration, okay? Because we are a Christian-based network. And so I want to just share with you all of the things that the Crown Club can actually do for you, okay? So we have monthly group coaching. I come on and on a private call, I motivate you. I give you information that you're going to need. I share with you new techniques and different things you can use to continue to grow your business, right? And I answer questions. Also, keep in mind that we have a new business theme every single month. And then there is a companion course that's going to go with that business theme in the Crown Club. So you'll be able every month to be having a new course. Then we have our goals planner. Okay. Now, one unique thing, and we'll be announcing it again later, but we are switching from our monthly goals planner to a quarterly goals planner. The reason being is that we want you to have enough time. We don't want you to have to wait until we release each planner each month. So we're going to be releasing the planners on a quarterly, but these planners help you to set your goals. They help you to implement your goals because we give you instructions and we show you how to get that going, right? But not only that, we have a robust goal setting program for business women within the Crown Club, okay? So definitely make sure you pay attention to that. Also, we give you a one-on-one private coaching session each quarter. The point for that is so that we can look at your goals, what you're setting your goals, how can we help your business to grow. We also have information on business credit, business building, if you're ready to start building your business credit, business loan assistance, and we have the Queen's Vault, which has audio and ebooks, blueprint checklists, website templates, marketing templates, workbook templates, all kinds of things. Okay. So again, very, very excited to provide all of these things to you through the Crown Club. So to learn more, for those of you that are actually watching the Google Meet, you can go ahead and just scan the QR code that you see on the screen. And for those of you that are listening via audio or your phone, then go ahead and go to Women About Biz. That's B-I-Z as in zero, womenaboutbiz.net, and then click on Join Today, and you can learn more about the Crown Club and sign up and be a part of our group of women who are all building their empires, right? Don't forget, there's a new 30-minute show format, so we only do the show for 30 minutes, right? And again, our new quarterly goals planner is coming soon. And April is the month that we start back our book club, right? So our book club is going to start on April the 9th. And the book that we've chosen is Let Them by Mel Robbins. This is an excellent, excellent book. Let Them. Let me just give you a little bit of information about this book. It says, if you're struggling to achieve your goals or feel a little happier, the problem isn't you. The problem is the power you give to other people. In this book, you'll learn how 2 words, let them, can set you free, free from the opinions, the drama, and judgment of others, free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. And Mel says there's a better way to live. The let them theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and your energy and focus on what matters to you. So again, go ahead and go to Amazon, borders.com, and pick up your, not Borders, I apologize, barnesandnobles.com, and pick up your copy of Let Them. We're having so many bookstores close all around us, even online, that I forget there's no Borders bookstore anymore. Oh no. But we do have Amazon.com, and we do have barnesandnobles.com as well, where you can order the book. Okay. So don't forget that. Well, as we're closing the show, I want to move right into our Queen's Mindset moment and give you some inspiration and something that's very important for you to hold on to. Okay. So today I want to let you know that successful business women don't wait for things to happen. They create structure that supports success. So what that means is that you create your own success through personal power, through the power that God has already given you, right? And so you're going to create that structure that actually supports you. You're going to get your leads, your clients, your opportunities. You're going to get all of those things organized. You're going to take a look at how you take in information in your business and how you manage your business on a day-to-day basis, right? Because remember, the most important 3 things in business is marketing, generating leads, and closing the sale. And of course, the 4th thing we can add is follow-up. So those 4 things are being done in your business. You're going to see some activity, but it all depends on you, right? Because you can't wait for things to happen, and you must create your own structure that supports your success. And if you need help with that, then I would like to encourage you to schedule a free power talk with me at Women About Biz. Okay, power talks are 30 to 45-minute private coaching sessions that help you to address a challenge, figure out ways to generate money in your business, figure out the right funnel for yourself, possibly. It's whatever you want to talk about to help you grow your business. So go ahead and go to womenaboutbiz.net. Again, Women About Biz, that's B-I-Z as in zebra.net. And then from there, click on scroll down a little bit right there on the homepage and click on Schedule Power Talk and get yourself scheduled. I challenge you to do it quick within the next 24 hours that you are listening to this particular podcast. Okay. Remember, you can make it happen. God has put personal power inside of you. You must have that unshakable faith, that level of belief so deeply rooted that it compels you to take swift and immediate action on all that you dream of, on all that you do. Well, that's all I have for the show today. I want to thank you so much for listening to Successful Woman Radio. Remember, we are the premier podcast for womenaboutbiz.net. We thank you so much and hope that you will mark your calendar recurrently for every Monday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care, everybody. Have a productive week.